People don't understand just how strong Martian Manhunter is from DC, so let's go and talk about him. J'onn J'onzz is a cop from Mars, and this guy is so overpowered it doesn't make any sense. Let's go and talk about his powers first. So Martian Manhunter has the traditional superpowers of super strength, super speed, durability, flight, super stamina. He also possesses shape-shifting abilities, density shifting and phasing, invisibility, a healing factor and regeneration, his Martian vision, and telekinesis and telepathy. Now, Martian Manhunter's powers can be described as something of a jack of all trades. For those of you who don't know, that basically means you're good at everything but not great at anything. J'onn J'onzz takes this entire concept and flips it on its head because this guy is great at everything. First off, let's talk about his strength. J'onn J'onzz is so strong he is relatively comparable to Superman, and in some sources, Superman has just straight up stated that J'onn is more powerful than him. And then there's his telepathy. Would you like to know how strong that is? He can do things like, just scan the entire planet. You know who else can do that? Jean Grey when she's possessed by the Phoenix Force, Charles Xavier when he's connected to Cerebra, or Nathan Grey, the guy who's so powerful he's basically a living god and considered to be the ultimate mutant. All of those people are considered to be Martian Manhunter's level. And then you have his durability, which I can sit here and I can make up something like, oh, he can survive a couple blows from Superman or maybe even Doomsday. And none of that really matters when the guy can just regenerate from a drop of his blood. Or he could just phase through any attack. Now you might be sitting here wondering, this guy is so stupidly overpowered, what could possibly beat this damn near living god among us? Yeah, it's fire. Fire is Martian Manhunter's weakness. I know you might be thinking, well, that sounds pretty stupid. And to be honest, it kind of is, but in my personal opinion, I see this more like a counterweight to this because again, if he didn't have such a simple and common weakness, he would just be way too overpowered for everyone. Anyway, let's get into some of the stuff this guy has done over the years. So first off, he's helped both Superman and Wonder Woman carry the entire Earth. He's also knocked the teeth out of Despero. He's also knocked out a Superman who's been infected by a Doomsday virus. He's also knocked out Mon-El. He's one-shotted Shazam. He's also matched Darkseid in physical combat, and he's taken on the entire Justice League by himself. Now, as we can tell, this guy is very strong. But you remember that weakness to fire I mentioned? If you were to somehow remove this weakness from him, it would get a being known as Furnace. Now, Furnace is again basically Martian Manhunter without the fear or weakness of fire. And if you thought Martian Manhunter was overpowered, this thing is on a whole nother level. Furnace was so powerful he took down the entire Justice League by himself. Also, fun little fact, he also made the Joker go sane. Now, originally the Guardians of the Universe put this fear of fire into all the Martians because they were afraid that if they were to mutate into these things, they would essentially destroy the entire universe. And they were kind of right because Furnace's entire deal with this was to basically make as much fire as possible because that is how these things reproduce. So yeah, Martian Manhunter kind of needs this or else there's going to be a lot of problems. Anyway, that was J'onn J'onzz. But anyway, I appreciate you sticking around for this. And also, let me know what you guys think of Martian Manhunter. Do you guys like him? Do you guys not? Feel free to let me know down below. Also, comment down below who you want me to talk about next, and also feel free to give this video a like, feel free to give your boy a follow, and I'll talk to you later. Hope you have a nice day, and yeah, peace.